Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a weekly horoscope for the month of July, and that's from July the 1st up to July the 8th. And this is for you coming from Scorpio. So let's start with July the 1st. Doesn't start very well, but there are planets that want to help you. But you seem to be dominated by planets who make you extremely fussy and arrogant and pushy. And so try not to do that, because you may isolate yourself that way. Don't want to insist that your plans are the ones to be followed. Do the opposite. Follow plans already made by others, or let them make the plans. Ask them what they like to do, and you will see your morning afternoon periods improve step by step. Otherwise, step by step, as the morning moves to late morning and then afternoon and late afternoon, things will get worse and worse for you. The evening and nightfall period are very good. Now, these good planets are also seen in the morning afternoon period, but they are active, but they are not staying there for long. They give you a good idea, they give you a good opportunity, they give you a good movement, then they leave you quickly. So you have no follow-up. But evening and nightfall period, they follow up very nicely. And so you become very lucky in whatever you do on this July the 1st Saturday in the evening and nightfall period. So socialize. If looking for romance, this is the time from the evening onwards to make your calls, to make your contacts. In your marriage area, do bonding, go out and have a good time. Even though it's a Saturday and you want to contact your colleagues and your bosses or business people, do so, because it's a very powerful and strong, lucky evening and nightfall period of July the 1st. July the 2nd, morning, afternoon and even early evening periods are not good. They produce, firstly, a feeling of sadness, a feeling of frustration, a feeling of disappointment. Secondly, it's a Sunday, so you probably with somebody, or if you are alone, you're going to feel very gloomy. If you are with your family and marriage people or your romance partner, be careful that you will be overly touchy. Anything said, you will see the wrong side of it. Anything done, you will see the wrong side of it, and you will be very arrogant as well. And so morning, noon and night, be very careful. Evening and night periods don't become so bad as the morning, afternoon and early evening, but they make you again very arrogant and isolated and not cooperative. So there you are. You know exactly what not to do to improve your July the 2nd. July the 3rd is a good enough morning, afternoon, early evening period. It promises growth and expansion in business, in career. It's a Monday, so probably maybe be at work or conducting business. And so it brings plenty of good opportunities for you. All right? There is a desire to dominate from you. Try not to do that. Otherwise, you may have some backlash. But the evening and nightfall period, I don't like for you. There is disappointment, there is bad news, there's difficulties in forging continuity in any area. Now, these negative planets are also seen in the morning afternoon session, but they are active, but they don't stay put. So they create a problem, they move away. So you have time to solve it, or they leave it to become bad during the evening nightfall session. So watch out throughout the morning, afternoon, early evening periods. If there's any problems, try to solve it there and then. Otherwise, evening and nightfall becomes very unhappy for you, and this unhappiness I can also look at in the sense that marriage areas, romance areas, even bad news in business, bad news in career, it can come very strongly for you already in the early evening and the nightfall period. July the 4th for you coming from Scorpio is a very lucky day. You're going to get plenty of support, plenty of good news. You're going to be very independent in what you do, and the independence will show good results as well. Try not to be too rebellious or to be reaching too far with your ideas about the future. Others may not understand it yet. That's the only little downside. But it's a very lucky morning, afternoon, early evening period. The nightfall period also very good. Now it's joined by some business planets, some other good planets that want to bring expansion in what you do. You can be with people to plan furtherance in career, furtherance in business as well. Try not to dominate only in the evening nightfall period, and it will remain very good for you. July the 5th, morning, noon, evening and night are very good dates. your communication level, your marketing sense, your communications even in personal affairs, whether in love or whether chasing for a romance. You get very lucky in whatever you want because you will have the gift of communication on your side. So go ahead and attract. These are business planets as well. Attract opportunity to talk to a new employer if you want, or an opportunity to talk about your business if you are in business. Be very active. Focus on career, business areas more than anything else. If you want to have lunch with your marriage partner, romance partner, no problem. But the energy lies in the business and job area. The evening and nightfall period actually become a bit better. And so you're going to find that what you attempted to do morning, afternoon really can pay dividends in the evening, nightfall period. So dress up well, look your best, go out, mix with people. You're going to mix unexpectedly, suddenly, some very good business contacts or even romance contacts if you want. Okay. July the 6th starts very badly for you. It produces plenty of bad news basically. It's going to be a Thursday, so you will be working, and in your job and career, in your business, be ready for getting some very distressing bad news. In your marriage and romance area, be ready to have difficulties thrown at you. So to counter this, you cannot retaliate. You got to go with the flow. You got to remain passive as you can. Because if you instigate the problems, they become worse. So be passive, accept it, give your reasons in a very polite way, and you'll be able to make your morning, evening, and morning, afternoon, and early evening period of July the 6th a bit better. The evening and nightfall period become very good, and they are business planets. So if you are joining business and pleasure together, that's wonderful. You're going to be enjoying yourself, and you're going to get results of business contracts or even business partnerships that they are interested in you. They are also planets of communication and marketing skills, so try and project these as well. Okay, so it's a very good ending. If you're out with your marriage partner, romance partner, you'll also be very happy, don't worry. July the 7th now, not a very good day. It produces some kind of difficulties for you where you can be cheated, you can be let down, some secret of yours can be discussed by others, making you unhappy. People who are jealous of you are around. A danger of accidents can also be seen on July the 7th. And so morning and afternoon period, be very careful what you say, what you do, how you behave. Otherwise blame comes against you very fast. Evening and nightfall period I like very much. You are going to be very lucky. The evening and nightfall period become worse. You are in Scorpio, become worse. And so the evening and nightfall period, from already a bad afternoon, a bad morning, they really become worse in the late afternoon, evening and nightfall period, where accidents can be seen, where things of yours can be stolen, where you will be in the company of people addicted to the wrong things. And so bad news can come also in areas of career, business, or whoever you are with will not be happy for you. So you have heard about this now. And tell yourself, I have to be the opposite. I have to be supportive, I have to be loving, I have to use kind words. And this way, people will be able to lessen the problems with me. And you will find that the evening and nightfall period, and even the early morning and the afternoon period, you can improve that way. You need cooperation. July the 8th starts very well for you. But these are long-term planets. And so these long-term planets move slowly. And so you have to be patient for the good news they want to bring. Some things of your past that you have done, you can be rewarded on this July the 8th. And some people you have met in the past can be met, and they will bring good news for you. So it's a Saturday. If you are working, then good news will come at work. If you are conducting business, you will be able to score quite well in business. If you are just going to be staying at home on this Saturday with your marriage partner, family, or romance partner, it will always also be showing a lot of bonding. But why? In the evening and nightfall session, do planets come in to give you some disturbance? Not major, but still some disturbance. These planets can expose your secrets, or somebody else's secrets may be exposed and making you unhappy. Number 2, you can have accidents in the evening nightfall session on July the 8th. And you can also have people jealous of you and stabbing you in the back, attacking your reputation. And I suggest on the evening and nightfall of July the 8th, don't go near the sea or in the sea. And drive very carefully. Avoid company that drinks too much, things like that. Okay? Well, I'm already Skyping and I'm charging USD 50 for a 90-minute Skype session with me, which will be based on your date of birth and time of birth and looking at your palms. And while we Skype, I'll be reading your face as well. And if you want me to use Kabbalistic cards, I will use them as well in the 90 minutes. Okay? I will concentrate on your next 5 or 6 years of your life in all areas of your life, and very, very in detail. So go to Facebook and follow me. And later on I can add you on as a friend as well. And by all means, communicate with me, ask me questions. We can make a date to Skype through the Facebook, or go to Skype itself and leave me a message and I'll come back to you. Until then, thank you and good luck.